Leicester City in real life are in relegation to League One. However, in this rebuild, I have taken them over and I am the owner of Leicester, now working with Claudio Ranieri, the man who won Leicester the Premier League in the first place to try and lift them back up there. And can we do it at the first time of asking? Well, that's the thing, as this is the team after a fresh win against Cardiff City. You guys saw that happen. We've got a weak player on one wing, rating-wise, because Evans, in game-wise, is pretty damn good. Hamza Chowdhury is our new captain as a centre-back. He's been here long enough. Ollie Skip, I'm seeing teething issues. Braybrook is in as a youth player. Alves, the same. We're really trusting this youth. With Louis Page on the bench, Decadova Reed. Ozzo was signed. We're a little bit off January with 3 million to our name in the budget and an expectation for January. We know where we want to sign. We are just sitting in the playoffs. Now a bit more comfortably, 2 points in. However, we wanted to win the league and I've got to narrow down the targets before we actually head into January with Claudio Ranieri at the helm. Claudio, last time out, you said you wanted to remake your old team. Who are we starting with? I know Jake Evans is a little bit weaker on the left-hand side. Do we go for the new version of Riyad Mahrez? At least have a look. He says no, he wants to start off with the powerhouse of the team. I don't care how you do it. I don't care how old he truly is. Fetch me my workhorse. Fetch me the new Kante. I mean, he could have said it in a nicer way, but it's obviously where he wants to sign. He wants a new centre mid, and Ollie Skip is one of the highest overalls. Same as David Ozzo, who we actually spent our own money on. Maybe a mistake. I should have gone ahead and got Claudio Ranieri before I made the signings. As I haven't even sent a youth scout out this season, I'm trusting the youth currently here. Maybe Sammy Braybrook is still in the team? We go and get a new Kante next to Sammy Braybrook in the middle. And we try and make Leicester City a Premier League team again, which we currently are not. And maybe Skip has to be sold to bring in the new centre mid. Of course, I fixed the money issue, but we're not the full deal yet. We've only got 3 million to our names. We can never spend over 20k on wages, never over 15 million on a certain player. But Fundy is by far the most expensive so far. Going for the early shot against Luton Town. Luton have got a really good League One team. But that being said, it is League One. We've got to be better. We've got to be championship level, as Leicester could be against Luton next season in real life. Mubama, he switches it across. It's behind everyone. No one wants to get the ball, but Pau Sands picks up on it. In towards Skip. Got to pull the trigger. Maybe that's the reason right there. We go ahead and replace him as Mubama. Do not make the same mistake twice. It's on to Simeone Pafundi. Even with a title-winning manager, the momentum needs shifting with a better player. But div in Mubama on half-time. We made the signings ourselves without a manager, and we didn't go wrong on the new striker. The next Vardy nets the first goal literally just before the half-time whistle, leaving a lot still to be desired, but desire it we shall. Ollie Skip running through the middle. Sammy Braybrook tries to go around him. He eventually doesn't. The sun is going down here at Kenilworth Road. Maybe in their advantage. In the eyes of their first team players. Simeone Pafundi into Mubama. Don't be struggling like that. That's a brilliant ball onto Pau Sands. Pau Sands hasn't scored much. There's a man just stood there. Simeone Pafundi waiting on it. We've got to pick points up against the likes of Luton. Very late on into the game now. Alves, he returns it into Braybrook. Will it be him or Ollie Skip that remains here? Braybrook going up the gears. He could have passed it. He goes himself for goal. I do not mind that from Sammy. It's another 2-0 win picked up. And a few more wins. One draw going down in January. A win in the FA Cup is all brilliant. Giving us Shrewsbury a game I think we can get the win easily in. However, doesn't excuse the need for a signing. 10 points off automatic promotion. Ranieri has to get down to business, and I think the first bit of business is a player out. Yannick Vestergaard, who filled in as the manager's got a pre-contract arrangement. Over in the Eredivisie, Excelsior Rotterdam, good deal. Going down as Ollie Skip. This could be a good one, except in the bid from Burnley. He's 73 rated at 26. Nearing the end of his contract, and I really rate Braybrook, definitely on his Luton Town performance. Ranieri wants another centre mid anyway, so we'll need the cash and almost 6 million. A lot more than I expected. I've got a shortlist together for the next N'Golo Kante. A lot of players. As when I stack it up to the best ones, I think we now can afford the best, and this is Mahamadou Diawara, a bit taller than Kante would be, but a powerhouse. The Simon Ibongong, I can't really say his name, so I kind of don't want to actually sign him. Yep, it's got to be Diawara. Lyonnais youngster, and for £3.2 million. It's going to be a good deal because Lyonnais say yes to Claudio Ranieri's project for Mahamadou. So welcome into Leicester City Championship, only 21-year-old. He'll have to scrap for his place. Look at the reaction online based on this Diawara signature. Really, really positive. So he's going to come in for his immediate debut. The debut in question, though, what a test. St. Mary's away. But I am actually never giving in until the curtain is drawn on this season. The youth's been playing well. Let's see how Diawara does. Look at the lighting in February. It wasn't this light in February in real life with Evans going down this wing. Profundi needs to sneak in the middle. He is brilliant, our Italian. Straight onto Sammy Braybrook. Off the post. Very unlucky. Alves whipping it towards Diawara, and Braybrook tries to get it back in the middle. He does do. Free kick. Given their way as Tom Fellows. Oh my days, Chowdhury, where are you going? You're not even close enough. That's a brilliant whip in. Strelec has to catch that. And Alves, oh, Braybrook, you've played so well. Up till that touch, there's a man running through the middle. A collie can't slide in. Downs has punished us. The in-game audio was actually getting to me because I didn't have it on for that last game. We're going to have to go again. Come on. Divin Mubama, I haven't seen enough of you. I'm going to need it at the end of this first half. Profundi. He loves to dribble into Evans, the youngster. Evans with a brilliant skill move. Diawara was making the run in Southampton. They're very strong in real life with the way they be cooking, as that's Finazaz over the top. Chowdhury, easy header back to Strelec. We need to try and win this game, not just draw it. If automatic promotion's in our mind. Divin Mubama with the turn. Profundi tries to get through the middle. That's a brilliant chip. Over to him. Sweaty goal. Will Alves is in the team over Bobby Decordova-Reid. A youth player gets the goal. Claudio Ranieri is playing them youngsters. Oh dear, but after changes are made from both teams, they're the team to attack. With a free kick on the edge of the box one. As long as they don't have Ward-Prowse back, I feel relatively comfortable. Finazaz, all my days, off the post and in. Was magic, and a tap in from Flynn Downs. After Strelec did get the save onto the post. That's going to be a penalty. Ben Nelson's gave it away. Literally a substitute who is a young player I wanted to give a chance to. We've just signed a new player and we're getting hammered on the South Coast. How terrible, as still we're in the playoff picture. 65 points. That could have leapfrogged us to 4th, keeping in chase with Burnley and Sunderland, but no. I think just cementing our place in the playoffs is enough. We have a game over Norwich, who can still catch us. And don't tell me we lost to Shrewsbury. Oh dear. Oh dear, right. Claudio, we're going to need a chat. But before we get a chat from Ranieri, we've got a message from Ben Nelson. He says his game time is not good enough for a homegrown player, and that's forcing him into mistakes. I'm going to say talk to the manager, not the owner. The manager is who decides the team. But Ben Nelson tells me there's an issue with the squad. Even the manager knows it. I signed all the players here. Is this team going against the ownership? I don't want to turn into another Blueco, so please don't turn against me, lads. I mean, the ratings have upped on the players I signed. Just look at Simeone Profundi up to a 75. I mean, Ranieri did make me buy him. Divin Mubama I bought myself, and he's been bloody brilliant. Mahamadou Diawara, he's only got the number 18 shirt. I can't print off another one. He'll have to wait till the start of next season to potentially go and change that. We've got Swansea now at home to respond from the Saints bashing. This is going to be a tester, so Swansea, Leicester. I wanted to get the rhyme in there. 2 ex-Premier League clubs against each other. We're still not cemented in these playoffs. They're trying to get around the sides of us. Ball forcefully drilled into the middle as well as Whittle in the middle. That's a rhyme. Outdoing Sammy Braybrook. Vipotnik just wide. He is a striker, by the way. And a striker I'd love to have in the Premier League with Leicester if we can actually get there. With the young players that we're using. Will Alves, that's returned. Mubama, brilliant jump away, brilliant goal! He wasn't favourite to score that, and he doesn't half love his flips. Rejuvenated Leicester need this win here. Goncalo Franco out to Indusa. Swansea City have still been decent. There's Galbraith into Jan Verpotnik again. Genuinely throwing chances for us at this point. I don't know how we still 1-0 up. Mabama spinning in the middle like a fidget spinner. Out to Profundi. Profundi. If we can drill this in. Evans into Braybrook. He's got his first Leicester goal. In game at least. Sammy Braybrook definitely deserves that one. Now, for the love of God, I'm going to make the change. Please, Reynolds, don't throw this. I want him on the field making moves. Jake Evans down this line into Profundi. Profundi onto Ozzo. I think he hasn't played enough. Same as Ben Nelson, who's actually not made the squad despite his complaints. Profundi tried to spin in, and Noosa with the block. We're going to take the throw in again, as I'm smelling a third goal. Sammy Braybrook, if he could go and get it himself. He's a round one. Sammy, look at the skill moves. He's got away from everybody, but just not kept control of the ball. Still, a big 2-0 win, which seems to be our favourite scoreline, but look at this headline. It's actually tweeted by a reputable source. Divin Mubama not happy at Leicester with the current form. I mean, this does come after Brentford and Sunderland. The draw against Norwich ain't bad, but he ain't happy is Mubama, and I'm surprised by that. Probably our top scorer, and is with 26 goals in 48 games, way ahead of Profundi and Sands. Mubama, speak to me. The owner of the club, I want you to be happy here. Well, big boss man, I don't think we're doing well enough. We should have been automatically promoted. I realise some of the clubs we've played are actually really established Premier League ones that have dropped down, but we are the same. So if we don't go through in the playoffs, I think I might assess my options for next year. I don't think I want to stay here, and I honestly cannot believe what I'm hearing. I don't want this guy staying around if he's not loyal. I'm going to say you don't threaten this club. Maybe you see yourself onto the bench. Hopefully Ranieri agrees with me. We've still got to try and reach these playoffs, which we currently sit inside. Norwich have slipped outside. We are 9 points clear. We've just got to get a point out of Stoke. Mubama's ex-team, as I'm actually making sure he goes to the reserves. Poku now on the bench. Reynolds in the starting 11. Thrown into the Wolves, but we only need a point. The other players should carry him through. Away from home as well. Do want to play them playoffs in the very detailed away kit. After we secure them here, however, they're coming forward first to Stoke. Stolarek a bit off his line, and the ball has just squeezed underneath him for one. To Stoke, Lamine Cisse. Very good finish. Goalkeeper minor fault. Still, should have been a lot better. Come on, Profundi, carry us through. I've never had to speak to Simeone. He just gets on with what he's doing as he tries to skill past his man. Still, he's a little bit rash. Definitely not Premier League level just yet, but hopefully his next season. Brilliant turn from him right there. Jake Evans. Grant, what an unbelievable save. I thought Jake Evans was getting his first goal there. Bobby Decordova-Reid considering retirement. Cisse sneaking in behind again. It could be two here to Stoke. Trying to get across with Thomas Bae-Jun-Ho. Into Lewis Baker. Really good player. Stoke playing good football. A ball in towards Cisse again. That's not fun. That's not fun as well to view. So Alves, come on, drag us out. I'm very lucky the scoreline's still at 1-0, but they're passing. Diabolically sloppy. Cisse into Baker. Now Cisse tries to get the ball back. Thanks for that, Ben Nelson. Just what the doctor ordered. Boot the ball out when we just need a point. It's on to Lewis Baker now. I thought that was Yamal. It's actually Lawal. 2-0 to Stoke. We're going to have to complete a Birmingham turnaround. We're missing Divin Mubama against his old club, but we still need to get going again. Not even looking like scoring a goal. Rigo running away from us here. He's got all the space down the line. He's going to whip it in for a third. Koulibaly had to be on tap to get the ball away. Stolarek. Here's Silko Thomas. I've put him in the squad. Silko, just play that ball through. He's another youth player out of them reserves. Profundi drives low. A man you want pulling you out of this mess. Simeone Profundi. Excellent finish with now Reynolds. Turns his man, Alves, down the line. This could be another one. Pau Sands into Profundi at the near post. This could not only be a draw, but a win. Simeone Profundi is carrying us. Look at this for a championship finish. I called him not Premier League standard. Huh. Who am I kidding? It's a fine goal as now Pau Sands get us going on the ball again. Pau Sands cuts in the middle. David Ozzo, that is just not the time for that passing. I want to win this game, and Harry Souttar's been out the team, but I actually changed it. a little bit for a few games, and I haven't changed him back with Ozzo running through. I think he's offside, his little Louis Page. That could have been a moment for them history books. I think Ranieri's got plenty of those moments, but Louis Page is away. Bae-Jun-ho makes a tackle, but the draw at Stoke City confirms it is the playoffs for Leicester City.